1 month ago, I decided to stop drinking. And it started off with one of my monthly stop drinking. Like I said, every 3 months I stop drinking. Hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Terror. My name is Holly, so grateful to have you all. So I want to do this video. It's a little different, it's a personal video. I have been asked some questions and I'm going to be answering them. And one of the questions I was asked in private was why I stopped drinking. I recently spoke about how I stopped drinking and how it's just, changed my life. But this is no judgment against people that drink, but I do want to preface this video by saying, if you feel like you have a problem with drinking, even if you feel like it gets in the way of living a full life, then I would strongly encourage you to stop drinking. I'm not here to tell you have to stop drinking, but I just would encourage you to maybe go a month without drinking and see how it feels. I think we live in a society that's very much, especially I grew up in South Africa and England, and those two countries are very much drinking. And ironically, I never really drank there. It's only when I got older that I would drink. But especially New York is also a very drinking culture place. But I just encourage you to really, our lives are so much more than drinking, and our lives are so much more than substances. We really, if you do it for fun and you have control over it, that's not what I'm talking about. So, with that being said, I often stopped drinking. So, a long time ago, I would say 11 years ago, I stopped drinking for the first time. I didn't drink for 2 years, so from 2013. So it was it was 10 years ago. 2013, 2015, I didn't drink. And the reason why I didn't drink is because I almost got arrested one night after drinking with this guy that I used to date, and I almost got arrested, and that was such a wake-up call for me, because I was like, I'm such a decent person, I don't get into trouble. But I realized when I drank, I put myself in vulnerable situations. I wouldn't think clearly, and I don't mean drinking like 1 or 2 drinks. I'm talking about like having shots and stuff like that. So I stopped drinking for 2 years, and then I started drinking again, and then every 3 months I wouldn't drink for a month. When I moved to LA, I stopped drinking for a year, I think, almost a year. And I noticed my health was better, and just so forth and so forth. So every time I stop drinking, I feel like I just feel a lot better, just in general. I feel like I can wake up and have my mornings, and I don't have an addiction, and I have a lot of empathy, so much empathy for people who go through addiction. And I'm actually going to link the AA website below. There's no judgment. If you have a drinking problem, to reach out, it could really save your life. So please, if you feel like it's gotten to that point. I never had an addiction, even though I saw some people close to me that suffered from it. I never really felt like I had to drink. I just think that as society, we use drinking as a way to cope. And I would notice, especially because I've worked in restaurants in and out throughout my adulthood, and I've noticed a lot of people that work in restaurants drink a lot, and I've seen that we use that oftentimes as a coping mechanism. And I would notice every time I stop drinking, people oftentimes would be like, oh, why are you not drinking? And they think I'm judging them, when I'm really just not. I just got to the point in my life where I just cannot deal with hangovers, deal with feeling low, deal with all these things that come with drinking that I don't have to deal with. So I would say 5 months ago, almost 5 months ago, I decided to stop drinking. And it started off with one of my monthly stop drinking. Like I said, every 3 months I stopped drinking. But this time, after 1 month, I was like, I'm just going to continue. I said to myself, I'm just going to continue. And I feel so much better. I feel healthier. I feel like I have control of my life. I feel like I can wake up and not feel guilty. Not even that I would do anything extreme, but I feel guilty that I didn't spend a lot of money. You know, when you drink sometimes, you end up spending tons of money. Not that it was out of control, but it was enough for me to feel some kind of guilt. And every time that I stopped drinking, I think like 3 or 4 months after I stopped drinking, I have this cloud that just lifts off, you know. And sometimes I would feel like I had anxiety from drinking and stuff like that. Like I would get anxiety, and even though I'm a calm person, I would still feel it in my body. And this is one of the first times something very drastic happened in my family. I'm not going to reveal what it is, but it's the first time that I fully felt like I could feel my emotions, and I could really be authentic to what I was feeling and not feel like I needed to drink, you know. Like I said before, I didn't have a problem, but I think as a culture, as a society, we lean on drinking as a way to get through, or as a way, you know, when people are like, oh my god, that person's such a jerk, they should probably have a drink, have a stiff drink, calm down, you know. And I feel like I lean more on yoga, I lean more on meditation, I lean more on exercise, and you know, I wake up every morning, I have my juice, I just become generally a lot healthier than when I do drink. So I don't want to shame anybody into not drinking. I just wanted to talk about the positives of when you might stop drinking. I feel personally way more healthier, my skin feels better, I just feel healthier. I feel like I'm less, not that I'm focused on weighing less, but I just feel like a lot of heaviness sheds off of me when I stop drinking, because I'm not clinging on to guilt and other emotions that are attached to not living at my full potential. So that's what I have for you guys. And yeah, like I said, I encourage you, maybe start with a weekly challenge, a month challenge, just to kind of clear your mind. You know, there's a clarity that comes with not drinking that is really irreplaceable, and you start to realize some people in your life shouldn't be in your life, and it's no harm, no foul in them, but it's just given me a sense of purpose that when I drank I could never fulfill. So yeah, that's what I have you all. If you have stopped drinking too, I'd love to say, if you have any questions, write in the comment section. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Again, no judgment, people who do drink. It's just not for me in my life anymore. So yeah, I love you all. Take care.